Hello and welcome to the TV room. I have a surprise visitor. It's Rudy of Rudy's Retro Intel. I just wanted to say hello to Rudy because just this morning I had a epiphany and I said, it's time to test the VIC-SWITCH.
The VicSwitch,
The
yes.
VIC-SWITCH, yes. So first I connected it to a 64 and a disk drive to just see if it would do its, just talk.
Yeah.
And it did.
Excellent.
It did indeed. And then I got another 64 out, connected that up to see if it would talk to the two of them. And it did.
Right.
And right now, I've done some testing here and there. Right now I have a little program running that, basically just initializes a bunch of times and then pauses to free up the bus. And so the two machines are now sort of fighting over the bus. But it does, when one is busy,
Right.
they don't conflict. They say, no, you can't do that. They're busy there.
That's the light come on.
Oh, yeah. I've actually switched it. I had it on some of them, and now I have it on number 4 and number 8. So right now number 4 is lit up. And after a little bit, when things have cleared out there, number 8 is on. So they're both doing their thing.
Right.
And there's no conflicts, and that's exactly how it's supposed to work.
Excellent.
So I figure what I'll do next is I'll try hooking more machines, but also I'll try to connect more disk drives and things that are different device numbers.
Right.
To see just how much of an epic network we can build.
Ooh. So are you plugging in with are you using the 64, the VIC-20s?
Right now I've got a 64C and a 64 connected with a regular old 1541.
Nice.
But I will see about trying, maybe I'll grab a VIC or 128 or, whatever. But then once I have, and I've gotta make sure I have room here. Right now I've got one thing plugged into the front of the 1702 and one thing plugged into the back.
Okay.
So I can switch the switch and see what's what. Anyway, if I get more things here, it will take more monitors and more things.
Well, you could plug in a printer.
Oh yeah, no, I will. I'll try the entire. I'll plug in as much as I can. I mean,
That's
I
right.
think
Nice.
some of the printers. I've got to remember. I'm pretty sure there's a switch on the 801 and the 1525 to let you switch it between device 4 and device 3, or maybe it's device 4 and device 5.
Right.
So it is possible, maybe, that I could have 8 computers, 4 disk drives, and 2 different printers. Maybe.
Maybe.
We'll see. I mean, it should. But anyway, we'll see. So it does seem to be quite happy.
Excellent.
And the LEDs, number 8 is lit up, number 4 is lit up. Eventually, I'll try and get it set up so that it's almost like a running LED thing. We're just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 as things are opening and closing and opening up the thing and releasing it. As the next one jumps in and says, no, that's for me. There was a disk in that I had here of EasyScript. So I did try loading it into both machines at the same time. And the first one I thought it had crashed, but it hadn't. There's a time in the loading sequence where I guess it opened it up that the other machine could jump in. So then the other machine started to load, which held off this one. And there is one of those head bang things in there. So eventually one of them banged the head and continued on. And then once it was finished, the other one said, yeah, well, I can finish up now. So it does seem that it does what it's supposed to do, how it's supposed to do it, and there was no conflict, even though the one was loading and then it was interrupted by the other one when I guess it had a moment, and then the other one, it was fine. And it's a weird loading sequence because there's many files and many programs and many things and the head bang in between. But it sorted it all out.
Very cool. Well, I'm glad that it's working, and I hope you enjoy the unit.
Yes, I know it. This VicSwitch has an interesting story behind it.
Do tell.
I don't know the whole thing, but I know you said there was intrigue, mystique, and treachery involved.
Yes.
That's too bad.
Yes. I had to bite off a bunch of hobbits to get it.
Yeah. Anyway, it has a nice sticker on the front.
Oh, that you can take off.
No, 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 no. It is now part of the mystique. It is a Rudy's retro Intel sticker.
The nice thing about the unit that even when I serviced it, I opened it up and cleaned it. It looks like new. Like the sticker on the front is good. The only thing I did replace was a sticker on the back.
Right.
But it looks very close to the original sticker. But the unit inside and out is like, it's not like, damaged and scratched and faded and all that.
Mm-hmm. Well,
it's pretty good.
It's lovely.
I'm glad I was able to get that to you and donate it to your channel, and hopefully you have lots of fun with it. I'm curious to see you have a printer and a floppy drive connected to that. Or two floppy drives. You can have two floppy drives too, right?
Well, I'm thinking, but by the time I get done with the testing at some point, and I'm not sure if that'll be when, it's going to take something to get 8 computers onto this table. But even with 2 of them, I can stack like 4 disk drives with different device numbers.
Right.
And I would like to think that there shouldn't be any limit, because it basically just sends a message out to the bus, and then the right device responds. So I would like to think 4 drives, 2 printers, and 8 computers is quite possible.
But it'd be interesting to see if there's what kind of limitations are present in that VIC-SWITCH. So, for example, if you have one drive being read, and then another computer's writing to a different drive, does that work? Does it not work?
Well, I figure from what I could just see with this little experiment I did, if the bus is busy, it basically just tells the computer that's trying to do the other thing, sorry, you gotta wait. And when it opens up, it says, okay, you can do that now, and it does it. So basically, it's almost like a traffic cop. It's just like, no, you can't go. But, oh, yeah, now you can go. And that's really what it was supposed to do. Make sure that if Rudy is loading his random number program and I'm loading my lottery program at the same time, mind you, you'd have to have the right disk in there. But it'll say, sorry, Dave, Rudy's got the bus now.
That's right.
and then it's time to, as soon as basically with this, I'm just opening 15, 8, 15, quote I0, which just initializes over and over and over. And so that, until I close it, it just keeps, it holds it. But I immediately, right now I've got a program that says, for j equals 1 to 25, and then it says open 15, 8, 15, quote I0, quote, colon, close 15, and then 30 is next j, and then at 40, for I equals 1 to 2000, next I, so it pauses, and then at 50 it goes back to 10. So there's an opening while it's counting after it's closed it for the other one to jump in. And even, it's funny, even if I probably took out that thing, I'm just pressing brake on this machine, probably if I took out that other counter, as soon as it's closed, it would still probably say, oh, it's closed, you can go now. I'll try that. I'm just changing that to a remark. So right now, 8 is constant, because it's doing its thing. I'll press run on Okay, so 4 has it. And I suspect as soon as it says close, like there's no pause in here now. It's just continuing going. I would think. No, maybe not. Maybe it does need a bit of a pause in there. Because right now 4 is just got it. And maybe there needs to be a little bit of a, like it closes it after 25 times, but then it immediately goes back. So maybe I'll change this to, instead of 2,000, I'll just change it to 100. See if a little wee thing would give it enough time to jump to 8, and I'm not sure. Because now, 4, yeah, it would have done by now. All right, let's try that again. See if I actually change what I thought. Okay, we'll change this to 500. Right now, 8. Like right now, 8's happily working away, but as soon as I run on 4, and 8 is finished and pausing, 4 takes over. And so I guess there must be some sort of time that is required for it to actually decide that the bus is free. Because even with 500, 8 isn't getting a chance to get in there. Oh, where did I write it? Let me just verify if I did it right. Yeah, okay, so we'll change that to 1,000. So there does seem to be some sort of time thing. So 8 is up, 4 is up, and 4 is hold. Oh no, 8. Okay, so with a delay of counting to 1,000, 8 was able to jump in, but with 500, it never seemed to get a chance to jump in there. So I guess it has to have enough time to say, oh yeah, it's closed before it. And mind you, with this program, who knows what else is going on? That might anyway. It's got to be a bit of an opening. I think counting to 1,000 is about a second, especially if you're not printing it. If you're just doing it internally.
Yeah.
Anyway, so 4 is up, and 8 is up, and then I'm sure it will switch back to 4. And it does. So, it's, yeah, it's working. And if Penny was here, she'd love to curl up on this drive because it is cooking.
Yeah.
The 1541s were no shortage of heat. They were not. They were not. Anyway, so that's the first sort of 2 computers, 1 drive, testing it out. Seems dandy. And I've done it and I've switched the plugs up a little bit. But that's it. So far, success. Little by little, I'll just keep adding things, including a printer. I don't think there's on the serial bus. Let me think. It's pretty much disk drives and printers. I don't think there was ever. I don't think there was ever a modem that would connect to this. I think. But anyway, but that would be quite a setup. 8 computers of varying sorts, 4 disk drives. I could, with what I have here, I figure I could do a brown 1541, a white 1541, a 1541-2. Oh, wait a second. No. I could have a 1541, a 1541-2, a 1581, and a 1571.
Yep.
All with different device numbers.
That would be interesting.
And then see about the 801 or the 1525 or maybe the 802, or there is a school printer Commodore made called the 1250.
Yeah.
I've heard good things about it.
Very good things.
Indeedy.
It's an excellent printer.
Anyway, well, I just wanted to let you know that this is up and working. And hang on, I'm just going to say goodbye to the people. I'm sliding over. Goodbye, people. We'll see you again in the TV room. We'll see what else and how this VIC-SWITCH operates. So the one thing we learned today is that maybe to give up the bus, it needs just I'm looking over. Just a little more time. Just a little bit. Anyway, thanks for coming. I'm just going to press the little button here and say bye for now.